Welcome to Daily Conversations. This is Mr.
This is Eric.
Yep, today is November the 18th, and the time now is 6:19 a.m. Okay, this is a biweekly review, and then the topic that I want to talk about is it's the topic yesterday. Since I saw your reviews topic, you mentioned in our conversation list.
Mm,
So, I also want to talk about this, especially the part of homeschooling.
mm,
So, how about you, Eric?
mm, mm. The first topic I want to review is about the life is easy. Why do we make it so hard? But I specifically want to review about the homeschooling. Mm,
Mm,
mm.
okay,
And also, mm, the next topic I want to review is about the purchasing power.
purchasing power. Okay,
Mm,
is it the one that the purchasing power in chaos?
yeah.
Okay, yep,
Okay. So, would you
yeah.
want to start the conversation first?
Yep. Maybe we can start discussing about the homeschooling because we have
Yeah.
the common one.
Mm, yes.
Yep. So, yeah, for this, the link that you share with me, it did mention that uh, it is we have to it is compulsory to send our children to school,
Mm,
and especially primary school.
mm.
Yeah, but it seems like after primary school, the parents can choose whether they want to conduct a homeschooling.
No, the
Mm.
homeschooling is, um, you can do homeschooling for primary school also,
Oh,
for
yeah.
primary education also.
Yep. But according to my research, it seems like they say it is quite hard to apply
Yeah.
for the exemption, especially
Mm,
for primary school.
yeah.
Um, they they seldom approve the case,
Mm,
those application. But yeah, a good news is that they say that even though they seldom approve, but the parents actually just uh, carry on having homeschooling. And then until today, there is no one homeschooler, I mean, no one is sent to jail or punished.
you mean the secondary education or for the primary school education?
I think it's for both, but it
Oh.
didn't mention in that article. Yeah, they
Mm,
say that even though some of the parents that they are rejected by the Ministry of Education about
mm,
their applications for exemption from school. But
mm,
yeah, but they still proceed to do homeschooling.
mm,
Yeah, but the Ministry of Education, yeah, they kind of allowed them to do, but they didn't approve them.
mm. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
and then mm,
so does it mean, um, uh, the government officer didn't give you the official certificate. I mean, the official approval to do this,
mm, yep,
but they won't charge you any responsibility.
yep, yep,
Mm,
yeah, and then yeah, in that article, from the Ministry of Education, they say that actually they won't charge anybody, any homeschooler, uh, but they will do so if they didn't provide any education
yeah.
to their children.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm. This I think this law is is concerned about It's concerned about the child the child right.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a protection, right? Protect the children, protect the kids.
Mm. Yeah. So how about your think? How about your thinking? Will you
Um,
after knowing this information,
mm,
will you prefer homeschooling or still remain your
yeah, let the children to go school, right?
yeah.
Yep. And then okay, for this yeah, maybe we can discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of homeschooling.
Mm.
Yeah, but before this, I think um yeah, if you want to do so, firstly you need to have uh, somebody who can teach your children, right? It's mainly
Mm.
about the whether you have the time.
Yeah. Sure.
Yep. So we put aside whether we are able to teach as good as the teachers in the school. Yeah, but another problem is that the time.
Mm.
Yep. And then in a normal family, the spouse, the husband and the wife, yep. If they can have some arrangement, which
Mm.
maybe um, they didn't have to, if they didn't have to work uh, every day and then work from 9 to 6 almost the whole day, then if they have free time, let's say they work only 4 days a week,
Mm.
then maybe they can arrange. Yeah, maybe 2 days is uh, uh, the two the husband can teach the kids for 2 days, and maybe the wife can teach for another 2 days, and
Mm.
then maybe they can teach together during weekends. Then yeah, then it is possible to have
Mm.
homeschooling. If they don't have time, I think it is quite difficult, and that may not be a good a good decision.
Mm. So uh so accept accept accept
Mm,
the time concern.
yeah.
And would you prefer homeschooling or prefer to send your kid mm, to the public school?
Yeah, actually, for primary school, I think it's better to send them to the school.
Mm,
Yeah,
right.
because I think when we choose homeschooling,
Mm,
then the kids may not may lost the opportunity um, to
express.
communicate, to interact with a group of people at the same age.
Mm,
Yep. So I think yeah, especially when they were young. Yeah, I think it's better to let them be in a big group.
mm,
Yeah, yeah, it is um yeah, and after primary school maybe I will consider homeschooling.
mm, but we talk about the big group. We actually talk about the community, right?
Yeah.
So why not why not you why not you mm, why not why not you and your children,
Mm,
I mean the parent and children, go to join some activity. For
yep.
example, yeah, this is just an example. For example,
Mm,
the Christian community, and
yeah.
yeah, that kind of community,
Mm,
or you can take, you can bring, mm, you can bring your son,
yep. Or daughter.
mm, yeah, and you can take. you can take your children go to some place. For example, to those like the charity organization and and help them. For example, there are some orphan center, and there are also some those the old folk center, 老人院.
Those homeless elderly, right?
So he also they also can connect to the big community. I think you are not going to lock your children the house every day. Yeah, even though after the primary school you do the homeschooling, you also won't lock your children in the house. And he also can go out and play with his friend. For example, if he like swimming, he can go join a swimming class. If he like badminton, basketball, you also can send them to learn something. So it doesn't necessarily need to go to the school to have to join to the big community.
Good points. Actually, I also include these considerations. And I also have to plan if really one day I choose to homeschool my children, then I will also try to find the opportunities which they can communicate with other people. And the suggestion that you give just now is really good suggestion. And like the Christian, just now you mentioned the Christian community, is a good choice, but it has some concern about the religion. But we can choose another type of religion, right? Like I think for Buddhists we still have some classes which people will join together, right?
Yes, a lot.
To listen to those teacher and also
and there are also there are many quote unquote non-religion organization also teach you about this. For example, teach you about the meditation. Teach you about like okay. I know one organization, but it is the Buddha organization.
Okay.
Hello? But it actually accept other religion to come to go there. So it's not very specific for the religion. So he focus on more other things. So he focus on more other things, and the religion is not the main point. So the religion is something like is part of the organization activities. But you also can join other activities. And there are many this kind of activities in Johor Bahru. If you search Google, you can search so much,
So so it also means that if we try to find these activities, then it is not difficult, right?
Yeah, it's not difficult. It's very easy, and this is not costly, You don't need to pay money.
It is free.
And
and maybe these are good suggestions.
Mm.
And I went to one um, Christian community before,
Mm.
and yeah, a friend asked me to go, and yep, yeah, he didn't want to you know to ask me to join their religion,
Mm.
but just go to attend the activities.
Mm.
Yep, and I went there, and it's actually quite good.
Mm.
Yep, there you can meet a lot of people there, and then people are basically friendly there,
Mm.
and they'll talk
Yeah.
to you, and then um, and after that, uh, on that day actually there is a drawing competition. Yeah, I
Oh.
went there when I was a child,
Mm.
like uh like 12 or 13, I forget.
Mm.
Yep. So so it means that even though you are a child, and you still can meet the people at your same age.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm.
it is possible.
Mm.
Yeah, and then beside this, if you have some money, if financial is not a big problem, maybe you can also sign up tuition class for your kids, right?
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
drawing, cooking, baking, or to
Mm.
learn some musical instruments.
Mm. And you can uh, go with them. Mm.
Yep.
You can go attend the class with them. So, both of you learn together. This
Mm,
is not. It's unlike. Mm, uh, Most of the parents do right now. They send their kid to like the drawing course and some other course. Mm,
mm,
yeah, maybe learning the guitar, learning some music,
yep.
and learn anything. Mm. And but they just send their kid go there.
Mm,
Mm. So their kid learn by themselves with the
yep.
teacher. Yeah,
Yep.
so this is like another school.
Mm,
Mm.
yep. Yep.
And also, mm, your mindset is more inclined to the family. Mm.
Yep.
So I think this homeschooling is quite
Appealing
mm,
to me. I'm quite interested.
yeah, I mean the concept of homeschooling is quite fixed. It quite fit your mindset. Mm.
Yep. Yep. True.
Mm. Yeah, if I have time, mm, yeah, in future uh, I'm financially freedom,
Mm.
mm, and I have time. I definitely, and also if I have child, mm,
Mm.
I definitely will go for homeschooling.
Oh,
Even though
from
this is
primary school?
yeah, even
Oh.
though this is a tough way. Mm,
Mm. Yep.
mm, I definitely will go for that.
Mm.
Unless our education system change.
Yep.
But this is hardly imagine. Mm,
Yep. Don't be too positive.
mm.
Yeah, and then
Okay. Yeah.
mm, yeah, you,
No,
you may
you
continue.
you can. No, I finished already.
Oh, okay. So if let's say you are financially free,
Mm.
and then do you prefer to teach your kids, or do you prefer I mean teach your kids by your own, or do you prefer to involve both you and your wife?
Of course, it's me and my wife. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. And also, actually, this is not the way. Cannot be reversed. You know. And
Mm,
if you find it so hard, and you can try something. For example, you find it so hard to teach your children to learn how to write the word. Okay.
Yep.
And you have no idea to teach them. They can send them to like the tuition center, and learn that particular skill.
Yep.
And it is not a way that cannot be reversed, because you still can send your kid go back to school. You always have a choice.
Yep.
Okay, so I finished my sharing for this part.
Yep. I agree with you. It's better to involve both the parents in homeschooling. Yep, it can cultivate the relationship between kids and parents.
Yeah, and you can save money also.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, this money, this financial part can take a large portion, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
How could be? For example.
For example, transportation fee.
School
and
fees.
Also, school fees and tuition fee.
Yep.
And also you need to buy those uniform, those textbooks.
Yep.
Yeah, all is money, you know. And by considering, your kid will compare the resources they have in their bag, and in their pencil box with their friend. Yeah, the cost must be increased.
Yeah. Also true.
Yeah. And actually, before today's conversation, I didn't. No, I mean, before yesterday, I didn't notice you actually include one another video in the Monday video review. Yeah, this is the also the same same speaker to be different is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not notice that. But it seems like I mentioned some point in that video.
Yeah. It's the whole idea of that speaker.
And I feel quite surprising. And this guy, actually, actually did the thing we discussed before, about the homeschooling. And he didn't send his kid go to the primary school. And he teach them all the life living skill. Yeah, and teach by his own.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so this is my sharing for this part. How about you?
Yep. And maybe we can discuss about some more about this, and then because we know that if we let our kids to go to school, and then they will have a lot of exams.
Yeah, that's true.
And then for this, maybe we can the purpose now is not the exam anymore, right? If we homeschool them.
Yeah.
Yep. And then for secondary school, and also they say that we don't have to stick to the SPM syllabus.
But we can take the O level, A level part, right?
Yep. Yeah. So this actually offer greater opportunities, greater options for them to learn.
Yeah. And also, in the school.
So finish this part.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Hello.
And also, yeah. You
Hello.
remind me some point. Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Hello, Eric.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Eric.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, yep, Eric, bad connection. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. And just now
Yeah.
you remind me some point. And also, if you send your child to the school, and they not only need to take a lot of exam, they also need to do a lot of homework.
Yep. Yep.
And we know in Finland, the student in Finland no need to do so much homework. They still can achieve a very high academic result.
Yep.
And not only academic result, and they also can learn many life living skills, like sewing and also cooking.
Yep.
So maybe in our current education system, we put too much effort on the exam. And in my knowledge, some of the students, their parents did send them. Some of the in some family, the parents send their child to the school, but their child uh, uh, cannot learn very well, and also they feel that, for example, they feel the UPSR, they also feel the SDM. And and after they turn into adult, I mean, uh, 18 years old, okay. And for those children, you suddenly will realize that mm, they don't they didn't acquire any skill, even though uh, mm, didn't acquire any skill, and also mm, they also didn't achieve any academic result. They, they, they didn't have any academic achievement. So
Now it means that they didn't learn much in during school, right?
Yeah. So and the parents is don't care their academic. And the parents also didn't teach them those life living skills. So suddenly you will realize there are many people when they turn into 18 years old, they can't go to college, they can't find a good job, they can't speak another language. Like they can only, for example, for Chinese, they can only speak Chinese, and sometimes they can't write Chinese because they don't have any logic in their mind. So the sentence they write down is a logic, cannot communicate through through the writing. And also, even though it is a mother language, yeah, don't believe it is true. And and for other language like English, Malay, yeah, they don't know. Yeah, they don't learn the they can't even speak. They can't even. So you realize you have this question with them. You have this question for them, which is mm, mm, how the time pass. Yeah, how the time pass in this 18 years, you know.
Yeah.
Or don't say 18 years. We say from primary school. Okay, this is 7 to 18. Mm. So it is something like 10 years, Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What did you learn in these 10 years? You didn't learn anything.
Mm.
Yeah, this is 10 years,
Yep. Yep.
Mm. Yeah. So, mm. Yeah, I think I really finished this part.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I have something to add in. Yeah. Maybe last point. Yeah. Because just now you talk about this. Maybe some students. Yeah. They're not learning well in the school,
Mm.
and maybe yeah, it is very hard for parents to do anything, right? In that case, but if they switch to homeschooling, it seems like um, it's better than letting them stay in the school, right?
Mm.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
premises is that the parents needs to have time
Mm.
and don't have financial constraint.
No, there's one more important point.
Mm.
Mm. They need to have knowledge. They need to,
Yeah, the
mm.
ability, right?
Yeah. Or, but most likely, if the parents is the first generation, to get themselves, I mean, they become financially freedom
Mm.
by using their own ability. Most
Mm.
likely, they will also have the ability to teach their kids. Mm.
Mm. Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah. And also, by considering this, mm, those parents who switch from the public school to homeschooling,
Mm.
I think they really think a lot. Mm.
Mm.
And they are well considered. Mm. Yeah. And those parents mm, uh didn't think much. Mm. Those parents who didn't think much would send their kid to the public school. Yeah, they won't do the homeschooling.
Yep.
Mm. And also, mm, if you switch to homeschooling, mm, uh, yeah, sometimes I can say because you can do the try and error. Mm. And in the long run, the quality of teaching will be
Mm.
better. I mean, the quality of teaching will be better than those those teacher in the public school. Mm.
Yep.
And you don't believe? Mm, uh, mm, those teacher, yeah, those teacher in the public school, they they are same like us, taking a salary, taking a fixed salary.
Mm.
They also online. Mm.
Yep. Yep.
And if you ask them, would you teach your kids as the same way? Mm. Uh, would you teach your kid with the same way
Mm.
as you teach your student in the classroom?
Yep.
Probably they will say no.
Mm.
Probably they will say no. Now, this is a problem. Mm. So how can you pass your kid to this kind of people? Mm.
Mm.
And most of the teacher, they actually just know the rules. Yeah, because they go into the public school system. They go
Yep.
into mm, the public company.
Mm.
Mm. They have a secure job. They don't need to fight other people.
Yep.
So, most likely they won't learn. They won't continue learning.
Yep.
Yeah, how can you pass your kid to these kind of people? Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. So do you have anything on the in for this
Uh,
part?
yeah, no for this topic.
Mm. Yeah.
Mm.
So what's the next topic you want to make a review?
No, this is the only topic that I want to talk about today.
Mm.
Yeah, so you may choose one to talk about
Mm.
your review topic.
Okay. Mm. So the next topic I want to review is about how to protect your purchasing power in the chaos.
Mm.
Mm. Okay. Mm. Ask you the same question.
Yep.
Mm. For different days, maybe you have different answer for the same question. Do
Okay.
you think we are in the chaos?
Uh, yep, in the chaos.
Why?
Yep, because
In which way?
um in which way? In it's actually in a longer term. Yep. For now, actually, maybe we can't feel it. But in the future, um, maybe I can't sustain the purchasing power.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. And I want to link uh the purchasing power topic to
Mm.
our this few days topic. Hmm.
Okay.
And yeah, in the life is easy topic, and we talk about you can do a farmer. Hmm.
Mm.
But the
Yep.
first thing you need to have your land, right?
Mm.
Hmm. And like in 20 years ago, you don't need to worry about this. Hmm. But right now, we okay. Why 20 years ago you don't need to worry about this?
Mm.
Because at that decade, the government didn't enforce the law so strict. Okay.
Mm.
But right now you cannot use other people's land. Mm. And also, do you know? Mm, okay, in our country there are so many land, right?
Mm. Yep.
Whole country is the land. Mm.
Mm.
And do you know mm, who own the land actually?
Mm.
At the very first beginning, I mean at the very beginning decade, maybe
Um.
just after, yeah, maybe just after the formation of the country.
Mm. Is it the government or the sultan?
Yeah, it's actually the government. Mm.
Oh.
Or
Mm.
we can say, yeah, the sultan. Mm.
Yep.
Mm. So yeah, mm. So you see, we are in the civil uh, we are in the modern economy.
Mm.
Yeah. But the government on all the land.
Mm.
Yeah. And government will sell you the land if you have money to buy.
Yep.
Mm. So uh, right now we don't have enough money to buy that land. Mm. Because most of the land already bought by the private sector, private company or some individual,
Mm.
those rich people.
Yep.
Mm. And you also mentioned that uh, your father did bought the land mm,
Mm.
in few
Yep.
years ago. Is it few years ago or 10 years
Many
ago?
years ago.
Or more than 10 years or
More than 10 years.
mm,
I think it's more
yeah.
than 15 years.
Oh wow. Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, and the land mm, is like uh it's fort right? It's fort 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 time. Mm.
Yep. Yep.
Mm. Yeah. And can you imagine those people who who buy the land at the very first beginning? I mean, just after the formation of the country, they can use very cheap price to buy those land.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe they just need to pay, maybe just few thousand ringgit. They can buy acres of land.
Yep.
So yeah, so now, yeah, we need to spend more than 10,000. Even though it is a very uh, rural place, like in the
Yep.
the hometown, in the village.
Yep.
Yeah, we also need to spend like more than 10,000.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, maybe even higher the
Yep.
price. Mm. So you see, mm, now the only way we can do is actually earn money. Mm. And even though you want to choose the way that the John Jantai live, you also need to own your own land first. Mm.
Yeah.
And how do you get that? Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, quote unquote legally. Mm. To live with that life legally. Yeah, you need to have your own land. Mm. And before the formation of government, before the formation of
Yep.
country, mm, we can have our own land. Mm. Mm. And yeah, but of course, there are some people who fight with you. Mm. But the land is so big. Yeah, so you find a very rural place. Mm. And you build your own house, and you build your own wall. Mm. Yeah, you can defend. You can
Yep.
defend your castle. Mm. Your temple.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Mm. And right now we have no choice. Mm. Mm. So even though you want to live with that life, at least you need to own your land. I mean, if
Yep.
you really need to do this, if you really want to do this in long run, mm, of course, if you want to do this in short run, mm, you can yeah, you can go to any place, and build your own house, and build and do your farming by using other people's land. When they comes to you, then you have to move.
Or you may,
You may
yeah.
get fined. Yeah, you may
Mm.
get sued.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not
Maybe
a
a better way is that yeah. Yeah.
mm, yeah.
Hello.
And maybe yeah. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Mm.
Yes.
And maybe you can mm, rent the land from other people. Mm. But you still need to pay the renter, and the renter can keep increasing. Mm. And also, we say land is limited resources,
Yep.
right? But there are so many forests in Malaysia. There are so many land
Yes.
that other people cannot sell. Yeah, they keep post they keep listing on the platform. Yeah, on the house selling platform, mm, like property guru, like that. Hello.
Yep.
Mm. And there are so many land, mm,
Yeah.
they didn't use. The owner didn't use. Mm. And you can see many pictures. There are many grasses on there, and no people use the land. Mm. They just waste the
Yep.
resource. Yeah, they just waste the resources. Mm. They just buy the land there. So yeah, land is limited. Yeah, land is limited
Yep.
resources compared with money. Mm. Yeah, but if we compare to other things, land is not so limited, Yeah. And in Malaysia, we have
For example?
Hello? For what example? Hello?
Yeah.
Mm.
No, you may continue. Yep.
Oh, and in Malaysia, there are 33 million to 35 million population. Hello?
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
And by considering the land
Yeah.
in Malaysia, Sabah, Sarawak, and also our West Malaysia, West and East Malaysia. Yeah, we have so much land. This is more than enough for 33 million people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we
It's
actually
about the density, right?
we actually are forced into a situation we are fighting for money.
Yep.
Yeah, even though we have so much land.
Right.
And the John Jandai also mentioned in his video. I'm not sure whether it's this true video or other video I watched before. And he mentioned there are many farmers. They are in debt. Yeah, they are in debt. And they produce the food. For example, they produce the rice. And they are seriously in debt. And finally, they have no money to buy the food. They go bankruptcy. They don't have money to buy the food. Yeah, it is so ridiculous. Yeah, because they are the person who produce the food. But they don't have money to buy the food to eat. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And uh and it reminds me one story. And you can search. This is quite famous story. But the story is like this.
Okay.
A kid asked his mother why we uh uh uh, uh the kid asked his mother, "I'm so cool. Why we need to move out from our house?" And his mother said to the kid, uh, because your father go bankrupt. Sorry, because your father lose your job. And the kid asked back his mother, why why father lose his job? And the mother say, yeah. Sorry, I mean, sorry. Okay. Let me restart. Yeah, let me start over again. The kid asked his mother.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm so cool, and I'm so cool. Yeah, and why we are so cool? And the mother say, because we have no money to buy the tan, the carbon, or yeah, we have no money to buy the carbon.
Oh yeah.
And the kid asked his mother, why we don't have money to buy the carbon? And the mother say, because your father lose his job, so he don't have money to buy the carbon. Why? The kid the kid asked, hey, my father lose his job, and but the mother say, because the father's company go bankrupt, because the father's company go bankrupt, and the kids ask why the father's company go bankrupt, and the mother say, your father's company go bankrupt is because there are too much carbon cannot sell, so don't have money to run the business, so the company. This is a story we can find from internet. This is so popular. Did you heard this story before? Read this story before?
No.
Yeah, we can go. No. You can go search. This is a very famous story. Yeah. So yeah, we have no choice. We have no choice. We are in this capitalist system. Even though we want to live like the John Tai way, we also need to have our own land first. Yeah. Yeah. So this is about why we want to protect our purchasing power, because we are in the chaos. Yeah. And this is a real chaos, you know. You don't have the freedom to choose what you want to live. And also, in his video, he also mentioned that about organic food. And previously we can eat organic food, but now we can no longer eat organic food. And why we cannot eat organic food is because the organic food is so expensive. Why the organic food is so expensive? It's because the production of organic food is not enough. Right. And why the organic food production is not enough?
It's the supply side, right?
Because many people didn't do production. Yeah, many people didn't farm, didn't do farming, didn't farm their own food, their own organic food. Why many people didn't do this? Didn't do the farming by their own? Because they don't have land. Why they don't have land? Because they have no money to buy the land.
Yes.
Why they don't have money to buy the land? Because we are in the capitalist system. Yeah.
Yep.
So do you feel this is quite similar to the rice story, to the farmer rice story in that one? And also this is the story quite similar to the carbon story.
Yep.
Yeah. And in the topic, I mentioned about how to protect our purchasing power, and the first point I mentioned is about try your best to earn as much as money. Right now, it's right now, not the next month, not the next year. And this is the first part. And also you need to save the money. Yeah. And how to save the money? I think we will cover in future. Because as so much topic, they will cover about the money and cover about like the financial budget. Okay, and earn and save, and also you need to do investment. And investment we also cover in future topic. why you want to do investment, and also how for normal people, how can they do the investment? What's the best way?
Yep.
Mm. Mm. But there's one point about the investment. Mm. We need to select uh the correct resources, the correct assets to invest.
Mm.
For example, you can choose to invest in land. You can buy a piece of land.
Yep.
Because this is the best secure. You can get the best security. You can do your own farming.
Mm.
If you own your land.
Yep.
So if you own your land, you have the choice to switch to another system.
Mm.
Yeah. And
Yes.
if you still want to stay in the capitalist system, the land will also gain its value, will also increase its value over time.
Mm. Yep.
Mm. So now, maybe we we not only need to think how to do the investment in this capitalist system, we also need to think what is the asset can live in the both system. Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah. For example, mm, if the currency go collapse, if the currency collapse, what asset can survive? Mm. Maybe stock cannot be survived.
Mm.
So it can be survived.
Mm.
Then maybe yes, maybe no. Mm.
Yep.
Mm. Mm. But most likely, you can still survive with your own land. Mm.
Mm.
And for some country like Venezuela,
Yep.
like Zimbabwe, mm, some rich people, why they're rich? Because they own the land. They own a lot of assets. Mm. They don't own money. They don't put most of the asset into the currency. Mm. But they still can live in the country, and they are rich. Mm.
Yep.
So it's because of land. And their currency collapse.
Mm. Yes.
So in the medium term, you still can survive with your land if the currency collapse. Mm.
Yep.
Mm. And also, mm, it's not financial advice. Mm.
Mm.
And the audience need to do their own research. And you also need to do your own research before doing investment. Mm.
Mm. Yep.
And the asset I want to recommend is actually Bitcoin. Mm.
Mm.
Mm. And actually, if you know the rule, if you know the capitalist rule, you can put uh you can put a small portion of your money into cryptocurrency. This is another system. Mm. This is another money system.
Yep.
And mm, you may consider this is high risk. Yeah, of course, this is high risk. Mm. And you can lose all your money. Mm.
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 Yep.
And we talk about the return first, and then we will talk about the risk.
Okay.
The return, mm, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is an asymmetrical risk reward asset. Mm. It's a very high, it's extremely high asymmetrical reward asset.
Mm.
Mm. What does this mean? At most, what's the risk? At most, you will lose all your money.
Yep.
and you can do your own capital management. For example, you put 1% of your total asset into this cryptocurrency. So at most you will lose 1% of your total wealth, of your net wealth. So you can do your own management, even though it's high risk, or you can use your capital to adjust it.
Yeah.
And even though you invest into the stock, you won't put 100% of your money into stock market, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this is the same theory. This is the same concept. And in the stock market, maybe you put like 50% of your net wealth into stock market. And if the market crash like 10%, and you lose 5% of your net wealth.
Yep.
Yeah. And if you invest 5% in cryptocurrency, and if the cryptocurrency collapse and the value go to zero, it means totally zero. And you also lose 5%.
Yep, it's the same, right?
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah. So you can do your own capital management. And stock market wouldn't rise 10 times,
Yep.
In your lifetime, maybe yes. But maybe in 5 years time, in 10 years time, the stock market wouldn't go 10 times. Maybe like 10% per annum.
Yep.
And Bitcoin has a chance because this is a brand new system. Yeah, because it's new, so it is high risk. And the stock market is a mature market. It's a mature system.
Yep.
So the risk is low, and the return is also low. Yeah. So if some currency collapse, they switch to Bitcoin. Then this is the market for Bitcoin. This is the market for cryptocurrency. So actually, you actually do a gambling, but it is a very smart gambling. Yeah. So okay, so this is the return. So how about the risk? And the first part of risk is you may lose all of your money in the cryptocurrency industry that you invest. And you can do capital management by your own. And this is the first point. At the second point, you may think, yeah, there is opportunity cost. Yeah, we know there are opportunity costs.
Yep.
You may say, yeah, I invest 5% into cryptocurrency, and I may lose all my money. But if I put 5% into the stock market, maybe it will have low return, but the 5% will grow. Yeah, maybe the 5% will grow to 6%, 7%, and 10%. Yeah, will double its value. So there are opportunity costs. Yeah, you may think that. Yeah, of course it's true. Yeah, it totally is true. And we know about UBI. Right, we know about MMT. I want to tell you a story. Do you know how bankers make money before the 2008 financial crisis?
Is it something called
MBS?
What is it's and also one thing called what vehicles? What special vehicles? I forget.
Collateral collateral something. Yeah. So forget already. Yeah, never mind.
Mm.
Collateral swap security. Yeah, I think it's this term. MBS, I think is mortgage backed security. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but never mind. Don't care about the technical term.
Yep.
The banker lend money to those people actually don't have ability to pay back the money. To pay
Mm.
back. Yeah. So they keep lend the money. Mm. And then mm, mm, okay, if bank only own like 1 million, they lend out all the 1 million, they don't have money already, right?
Yep.
So how can they make money? Mm. They can only make money from those 1 million. But they can do this. Yeah, because mm, I lend the banker lend money mm, to those people who want to buy house. Mm.
Yep.
So they were the house as a security.
Mm.
So mm, they use the house. Yeah, because now the house is the asset of the bank.
Yep.
And the bank mm, and the bank take this debt, mm, take this debt and do a process called securitization process.
Mm.
So what does this mean? For example, if there are 100 million debt, and the banker can sell this debt to other investors.
Mm. Yep.
And for example, bank charge, let's say the bank charge 4% of interest on the homeowner of the borrower of the house owner.
Yep.
And they do the securitization and they sell this this security to other investors. And the bank guarantee to give those investors like 3%,
Yep.
3%. Yeah. So the bank can earn 1%. Yeah, they can earn 1% from the thin
Yep.
egg. Yeah, they
Yep.
can
Yep.
earn 1% from the thin egg. Yeah, left uh left hand come in, and right hand go out.
And then they get the money again, right?
Yeah, and they get the money again, and they lend out again. Yeah,
Mm.
so they keep earn this 1%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also it's not only the 1%. They charge they charge the borrower processing fee. They also charge the investor a borrowing. They also charge the investor. We call it is the share premium fee. It sell at a higher price.
Mm.
It sell those security, those share with a higher price.
Yep.
Yeah. So the bank can earn a lot from this, and the banker can earn a lot of commission from this. Yeah, because they keep lend out the money, they can earn the commission.
Yep.
The banker, they sell the security, they sell the MBS, sell the CDS, they also can earn the commission.
Yep.
And the banker know this process cannot last long forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually know, but they keep doing because they can earn the commission. So they keep doing and they earn a lot of money. And finally, the financial crisis comes. Yeah, we call it the subprime loan crisis.
Yep.
Yeah, so the banker know what will happen, and they're doing this. So what's the implication for us? We know MMT and UBI eventually will come. Yeah, government don't have choice. Central bank don't have choice. They have to print money. This is their only way.
Yep.
To drive down the debt to GDP ratio. Mm. And also there are some social unrest. And also plus the deflationary force, for example, the democracy, and also the globalization, the technology.
Mm.
All of this is the deflationary force. Mm. And it will drag the economy growth. Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, because this is a deflationary force. Mm. And even the government, so even the central bank keep printing the money so much, we still don't have uh, the inflation we call
Mm.
the CPI inflation significantly. Of course, we have the asset inflation.
Yep.
Mm. Yeah. So if they keep printing the money and the technology, the AI will change anything. The globalization will also change everything. Yeah,
Mm.
China will produce everything to the rest of the world. Mm. And in the future, they will have only one exporter, which is called uh, in future we have only two categorized. We have only two categories mm, of and exporter. Importer and exporter. Mm.
Okay.
The exporter is China. The importer is the rest of the world.
Mm.
Yeah, like in future we have only two cars. Mm. The first, the first type of car called Tesla.
Mm.
The second type of car called other.
Mm. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, it's a joke. Mm. Mm. So if you keep print the money, MMT will come, and we have social unrest. UBI will come,
Mm.
and for normal people, even though you invest in stock market, you can't earn a lot of money, you know. Mm.
Yep.
And you lose your job, and the investment you make, the investment, the money you earn from the investment, not enough
Mm.
to cover your living cost.
Yep.
You still need to rely on UBI. Mm. Yeah. So we can act like the banker in the financial crisis. Mm. Yeah. Those bankers, we can invest those high risk assets, mm, which will give us a huge return. But we
Mm.
have to be smart. Mm. We don't do it stupid. We don't do like the gambling. Yeah,
Yep.
you can go to the casino. We don't do it. We don't go to the casino. Mm. We invest smart and invest those high risk investments, high risk assets. Mm.
Mm.
And if everything comes, if the economy collapse, we still have VBI. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So it's about the risk part. The
Yep.
first thing is about the capital management. The second thing is you don't have choice. Mm. And if you do the same way as other people, mm, and everything do the same way, everybody has the same money, you know. If
Mm.
every people invest in Facebook, mm, the Facebook rise 10%, and all people wealth also rise 10%. Yeah.
Mm.
And the inflation because of the money, every people get wealth, every people get richer.
Mm.
Mm. So if the product and service quantity still remain unchanged, if let's say, yeah, the goods and services quantity remain unchanged,
Mm.
yeah, the price will also rise 10%, you know,
Yep.
mm, theoretically.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So you have to do different. You have to do things differently.
Mm.
Okay, so this is my sharing for today. And this is not a financial advice. You
Yeah.
have to do by your own research. Mm.
Mm. Make your own decision.
But I can
At
say,
your own risk.
but I can say I'm actually skin into the game. Skin in the game. What is the skin in the game? This is the concept come from the Nicholas Taylor, the Taylor Nicola or Nicholas Taylor, the writer of the Anti-Fragile and also the Black Swan. What the skin in what is the skin in the game means? And you participate in the market. Like for example, like many financial advisors, they give you the advice, but they didn't invest their money into the asset they advise to you. So they are not skin into the game. They are not skin into the game. They just give you the advice, and they
didn't involve.
they didn't participate in the market. They just earn the consultant fee from you. Okay, so do you have any other point you want to add in?
No.
Okay, so this is my sharing for today. And yeah. Okay, so that's all for our today conversation. How do you feel? Did you learn something? Did you enjoy the conversation? Please tell us what you think of our conversation, and sometimes we may include one or two critical thinking questions in the comments. We know it's very hard to answer for most of the people. If you had quote-unquote critical answers for these critical questions, please share it with us. And we are not native speakers. If you found any grammar mistakes that we made, please also comment to let us know, because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to like and subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.